All right. I have been buying Bitcoin since probably 2021, sort of bits and pieces. I'm 55 years old. There's a lot coming out about this new group of people that will have access to Bitcoin through an ETF, which I don't personally do. I just buy Bitcoin and store it myself. I think that's probably the best thing to do, but nonetheless, I just wanted to give some perspective on that. I know with us, and by the way, I'm not allocated 100% into Bitcoin. I would never do anything like that. It's probably easy for some people, especially younger people, to go, "Oh, you're out of your mind. Why aren't you doing that?" I ain't gonna fucking do that. I have way too much to lose. And so I live happily, and I live pretty happily. So I'm content, but I do want to I want to be in the game. And so I'm in the game. And for me, my allocation is probably somewhere around 2.2% right now. But here's the thing, when to the build up to the ETF, everybody was going bananas talking about all these crazy prices that were going to pop off. And as we all know, it didn't happen. Of course, there's lots of great information out there as to why. And so a lot of that, makes sense. And I'm not a real technical guy. I just sort of watch a lot of videos and get on Reddit and chat and kind of keep a 30,000 foot view. So I think that's the main thing you can do. But, the idea that we know what all this money is going to do that's coming in from the ETF, I think is absurd. Because on one hand, you could sit there and say, well, yeah, they're not buying Bitcoin per se, they're buying shares in the ETF, but the ETF is in fact buying Bitcoin. And then some people I've been hearing saying, well, once they buy that Bitcoin, it's going to be locked up. And it's like, well, if a person can buy a share, they can also sell a share, which means that, everybody's different. If somebody got in at 40,000 and it goes to 50, they might hit the sell button. We don't know that. And then the other thing too is there's a difference between a brokerage account where you can go in and buy and sell on your own versus somebody who, let's say, has a managed account. So they may have an advisor. They have a lump sum of money that they've invested with the advisor, wherever that may be. And those people make decisions on allocations in and out of assets. And there could be periods where those asset managers determine, hey, we're going to take profits, and there could be a massive selling going on. And so I think the bottom line is we don't know what's going to happen. We really don't. I think the thing is if you pull out and you say, well, if I look at when it started to where it's at now, and I look, another 10 years out, where will it be? And I think, it will be up. It will be up. That's my hope. I mean, I'm like everybody else. I do appreciate younger people, and, win Lambo, win Moon. I'm pulling for you guys. I've never been more excited for a younger generation, and I'm pulling for everybody because I want them to hit it. But I would just say, let's be patient. Anyway, I just thought I would document the journey since we're in January 2024 and we got the halving coming up. And of course, everybody's real excited. We're going to have parabolic moves to the upside. Maybe. I don't know. I think we'll get an all-time high. How big that is, I don't know. It could be a real letdown for a lot of people. As a matter of fact, we may be in for a period of time where we're all going to be tested. And I would just say, hold. If you've made the right allocation and you're comfortable with it, then just hold and keep doing what you're doing. Because this is really something that at some point, we'll be able to look at Bitcoin and say, oh, Bitcoin is worth $1 million. No, it's like Bitcoin can purchase me this. I think that will be the transition, is it will be able to purchase me this, not the other way around. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts on that.